G'day, ZiggyD here and welcome to another Path of Exile video. Today I'm going to be taking on Merveil, the Act 1 boss. If you've played Path of Exile before, you're probably pretty familiar with how difficult Merveil can be. She is punishing. She does a ton of damage and will freeze you like crazy, especially that first form. She has two forms and that first form is very difficult. And unprepared players, people doing their first playthrough generally speaking, are going to have a lot of trouble with her and usually end up dying. So if this is you, maybe you will get a few tips from this video. I just want to show you guys what it's like to take on Merveil as a prepared player. So I'll show you in what ways I'm prepared for Merveil today. So as a melee character, you don't really have any ways of avoiding or dealing with that extreme cold damage that Merveil puts out. You can't really dodge it like a ranged character can. You can't chip away at a shield. You pretty much just have to stand there and take it. So the first thing is stacking that cold resist, and as you're leveling up towards Merveil, the first 15 or so levels, every level check in the vendors for these cold resist rings. Sometimes there'll be magical ones and sometimes there'll be plain ones. If you get a plain one, then you can roll it as a magic one using some of these transmutation orbs there. But try and get ones that are as close to possible to 30% cold resist. So I've got a 30% one here and a 26% one here, which isn't too bad. So the extra stats you roll on those aren't too big a deal. The lightning resist there is obviously not going to help. A bit of extra physical damage and mana regen's going to help a little bit. So in total that brings up my cold resist to 56%. So that's I'm already right there, mitigating half of the damage that's incoming from Merveil. So that's a huge key to winning this fight as a melee character. And the second thing is, might not be available to everyone, but it's worth checking in the trade chat first. If you're going to be using if you're a two-handed wielder or a melee character capable of wielding a two-handed weapon, then this legendary here, or unique item, Shiver Sting, should make this fight a piece of cake. I traded this for, I think, an Orb of Alchemy and another decent currency, or not too bad, but it's a solid weapon for this point in the game. It does so much cold damage, elemental damage there, but the key part is that cannot be frozen section. So let's see how well my preparation goes for this fight and how much easier it is. Just got those creepy ghosts leading us in. Ignoring the treasures and heading in, getting a little bit of asset loading lag as we first step in this area. So we'll just, I'll just step behind here, wait until she comes down a little bit, and I'll pop this. My phase run in there. I'm getting nice and close to her. There we go. Now I'll just keep those potions going, so that regen is good. I might have to back out a little bit. No, I should be able to stand here and tank this actually. Pretty solid. That damage resist obviously coming in handy here. So I'm just going to back out here. Wait for all the little squid things to spawn, and then I'll kill them, and that'll replenish my my potions there. So as you can see, if you've probably struggled as a melee character in this fight before, just stacking that cold resist alone is going to help a lot. But also that cannot be frozen means that I can just keep wailing on her and using those potions. And that was a piece of cake. So that's how to go about the Merveil fight as a melee character if you've been struggling. Not everyone might not be able to get that unique sword, and that might not be feasible for everyone, but definitely the cold resist rings are a necessity there. And you can just use them for that fight if you want, and then put your other regular rings back on. If you're interested in seeing more Path of Exile content like this, then make sure you subscribe to catch the future videos that I make, and I also have a few other videos on the mechanics of the game already uploaded on my channel, so go check those out. That's it for today. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.